in a country like Thailand and our neighboring countries like India and developing countries, I see an incredible amount of creativity in people just getting by in their normal lives.
มีสื่ออะไรออกมาจากคนกลุ่มหนึ่งให้สังคมรับรู้เนี่ยเป็น value ที่เราอยาก
I think the goal of the students was to bring that awareness straight up in front of us, and that's what they did.
We created a value added for a single posted papers by asking for sponsorship from 3M company.
As a first step to go straight to the 3M office in Thailand and say, we need more post-its, I thought that's a great innovative step.
The objective of this mission was to stimulate awareness to the society, to pay more attention to disabled people.
First of all, I think the students did a great job identifying what they thought was an important issue.
The first value created was the happiness. The responses were more than what we had expected. Disabilities are not at all an obstacle.
They also did an incredible job telling the story. I think the fact that they sat down and kind of thought through exactly what they wanted their video to say was absolutely amazing.
Empathy and help are not always what they want. They just want the equal opportunities as normal people, and they want their voices to be heard.
Their execution was as amazing as their dream of what they wanted to accomplish.
In the process of collecting responses, we encountered a problem of limited manpower. Therefore, we presented the project to our friends and got them to work with us.
They were showing the power of communication and the impact that can have just by taking some very simple tools and directing them in the right way.
We went to Thai Plaza, Siam Square, and Khao Road, and we got such a great support from the public.
I think that's what innovation is all about. It's not having endless resources, it's the amount of impact you can have from a very small amount of scarce resources.
The reaction from the public was magnificent. Through this project, the friendship was created. Some of the people who wrote the messages on Wednesday returned as a volunteer on the next day. Thailand newspaper reporter also came to the site and published our attempt nationwide. Tourists from around the world also contribute to this mission by writing the message on post-it. Even the messages were different in terms of form, contents, and languages, what we felt in common was the word love and care. From just a pack of post-it, we got 2,500 messages, 7,645. But beyond those measurable values, we were also able to create awareness, friendship, and most of all, happiness to the society.
Ideas that we're looking at, for instance, is going and reaching out to some elementary school kids, and I think we might be surprised by the kind of ideas they might come up with.
What we decided to do was to move outside of our own realm of entrepreneurship and kind of pass on the message of the Spirit of the Week to a group of elementary schoolers.
How many people know what entrepreneurship is? Have you ever heard that word? This was like a really empowering exercise for them. I don't think I actually understood the potential of it till I got there. Who wants to share an idea that they wrote down? Do you want to share an idea?
A bracelet that can be on a remote to tell your parents.
What's your idea? Something that stops fights and wars. Can you tell me a little bit about the dog taker? It feeds your dog, it pets your dog, and it cleans the poop off for your dog. If you make a machine that does all your chores.
You ask these kids if they have an idea for an invention, and there's no hesitation.
And they're like, oh yes. Well, I made a force field generator. It should be small, maybe the size of a regular backpack.
Oh, I thought it was exciting how much energy they brought to it. And they're like, "Are you guys gonna come back and do this some more?"
There was this one kid, Skylar, who was outside, and we were trying to desperately to recruit these kids, and we were worried that we were getting enough. Eventually, we got a bunch of kids, but he was just kind of sitting there hugging a pole, and I'm like, "Well, why don't you come in? Well, do some stuff. You can make an invention." He's like, "Oh, I don't want to." I was like, "Oh, come on, there's candy," and he's like, "Okay, but I only want to watch." And then he starts, we start walking over. He starts talking to me, and he's like, "I'm a real detective." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, well, maybe you can invent something that you can use as a detective." And then in the end, he came up with night vision goggles. And it was just such a pleasure to see him be so proud of that.
The best thing you can do for a very young child is to stimulate their imagination. I don't think it's a coincidence that most of the smart people that I knew grew up reading science fiction novels and really exercising their imagination. So if you can, create activities for students where they're asked to really either collectively or individually start posting their ideas and sharing their ideas, that's the best way to learn about what it's like, to create an idea that can potentially become a company and become a growing enterprise.
Elementary entrepreneur backpack.
That's so good.
I'll design a little drawing.